our markets are looking like after that mammoth recovery yesterday. What's in store for us today? Kush Bora as well as Kunal Bothra join in on the show right now. Kunal, hi, morning. Let me start off with you. Well, the GIFT Nifty is indicating a mildly positive start. Could we replicate yesterday's magic, Kunal, and completely cover up Tuesday's losses?
Good morning, Aisha. So that will be a bit of a fast stretch, frankly. But I would believe that there are a lot of positives which happened yesterday in terms of the data points. Of course, Nifty and the Bank Nifty recovering 50% of their losses, almost 50% of their losses from the day before yesterday. I think that's one very big positive. The other was the India VIX cooling back to that sub 20 mark. I think that's another positive indicating that the markets would get back into trading range, which could be a bit more narrower than the previous expanding range of 21,000 as a support and 24,000 as a resistance. Now, the two other data points was also very interesting. One was that the index, the option chain has now narrowed down from 2124 as a range for the index to now 22,000 and 23,000. That's where the meaningful open interest built up is for the Nifty for this current series, which means what we are now looking is that after that high volatile moves over the last 2-3 days for the indices, we could now be at a state of equilibrium, maybe closer to this 22,600, 500 range for the index. The other big part was the open interest change, and for example, yesterday we saw a 15% jump in the open interest for Bank Nifty, 11% reduction of open interest for the Nifty. That also indicates that we are now getting back into a normalized kind of a trading from the open interest front as well. So I think that would probably put the markets into a fine fettle. So what we can probably expect is that lack of volatility, possibly a consistent uptrend going forward, but again very narrower days which we can probably face in the next couple of days for the indices.
All right, let's find out what Kush Bora's take is on the markets. And Kush, do you also believe that yes, while the undertone of the market will remain positive as we witnessed in trade yesterday, that the up move will be gradual in nature in the coming days?
Hi, first of all, very good morning to you and everyone on the panel. Well, there could be some sanity returning to the street for at least a day or two, but I do believe that, this volatility could continue and, we could perhaps test, 23,000 and, move higher as well in the coming days. If you just put, somehow just, eliminate the exit poll rally and, what happened after that, I think sanity will return and you will realize that, nothing much has changed really. If that is the case, then what do? The buy on dip strategy for the last, I think, about 2 years has worked wonderfully well. And, we are living in the age of instant gratification. So markets are rewarding, buying any kind of dip. Plus, I think one other thing that is going to happen is that the PSU pack is going to come back in flavor a lot sooner than what everyone is expecting. So I'm a little constructive on that, especially after the announcement that came yesterday on the political front, but also on the kind of recovery that we saw in some of these names yesterday. So while perhaps for a day or two there could be some gradual up move, I think perhaps next week could see Nifty hitting 23,000 or moving higher as well from the current juncture. So there is this big leap still to be made.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.